What's up, everybody? Braden here with Bell Creek Outfitters. I wanted to do something a little bit different for these next couple videos, little series, if you will. We're gonna bring it back to the drawing board, touch base on a couple things, and work inside the kennels. If you guys are following along with the videos, you guys are probably like, this guy doesn't know how to train a dog. Trust me, I know, I see the issues, but you win some and you lose some. I know my dogs, and I know they're gonna bounce back pretty well from some of the bad habits we've created. But also, you know, it's a give and take. Also, pressure on dogs. My dogs can take quite a bit of pressure, but it doesn't make it as fun for the retrievals and stuff like that. Put a bunch of pressure on them at the beginning, you know, dial them into basic obedience stuff, and then kind of open them up a little bit. Let their drive kind of go wherever they want to go, and then we can reel them back in once we get a good foundation going. At least that's the way I like doing it. Some of you guys are like, dude, there's a process. You gotta stick to the process. I also threw these dogs in the field under a year old and pheasant hunted the crap out of them this year with no pheasant hunting training. They were just working, and they did really well. So, you know, there's bad habits that we got to fix up, but that's a perk of knowing your dogs and knowing that you can do something and it's not going to have an everlasting effect on them. All right, so throughout this series, day one, we really need to focus on the retrieval to hand in a heel position. Vex, don't even plan on it getting to you. Dre, he'll get it to you, but there's no shot he's coming back in a heel. So we're gonna really dial that in. Day two, you know, that might be 2 days. We'll just see how it works out. The next step we need to work on is our lines. Vex is really good about shooting straight and then coming back pretty straight with it. Dre, he's rainbowed and then he just flies by you. So we're gonna focus on those things, break it down so you guys understand how we're doing it, what we're doing, and we're also gonna use some of the tools here in the kennel to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, drop them in the comments. I love reading that stuff, and I'm not against learning something new or, you know, teaching somebody else something new. That's what we got. Let's get started. All right, so my boys have a pretty high sit food drive, so we're gonna use it to our advantage. If you guys find something that your dog is driven for, use it to your advantage. I mean, who cares if your dog gets a bunch of treats at a young age to work on something? Eventually, you're gonna phase the treats out and it's just gonna become second nature. Heel. Sit. You can use force fetch. Put them on a table. I've done it before. You know, it's good sometimes, but for what we're doing, we're trying to learn something quick. We're not trying to break it down on a table and then come back, break it down in a heel position. We're going to cut out all the extra junk and go straight to a heel position with the bumper. This is going to take time. You have to work on it every day, and eventually it's just gonna happen and you're like, boom, there it is. This is day one for Dre of staying in a heel position and then retrieving something. The goal is to keep it in his mouth until you take it from him. We'll get him jacked up in a decent heel. Good. Sits. Good. Heel. My word is hold. Most people's are. Dre, sit. Heel. Heel. Sit. Hold. Okay, he took it pretty quick. He's gnawing though. So we're going to kind of exnate that. Hold. Hold. Keep your hand under their chin. If you go over top, it's going to push their head down. You don't want their head down. Good. Nope. Hold.